Hey, call me Shape. And today I'm reacting to a video titled, Cheyenne Bryant lied about her man. He never existed. Let's get right into it.
On his podcast, I believe it's called The Truth with Paul Pierce, interviewed Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Now, I always just continue to call her Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, even though she's not a real doctor at all, so I would call her Cheyenne Bryant, actually. She basically was on there absolutely trying to give advice and being a big know-it-all. And, you know, Paul Pierce, to his credit, even though he's been going viral for saying some very, let me say, controversial things, he was really cool. She took some shots at him during the podcast, and he did not let that affect him. He was very, very professional, but he did catch her up in a bunch of lies at the end, all right? And here's an example of what I'm talking about.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating, but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
We got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now, if you can basically, you know, hear what she's saying, I mean, she sounds like she's lying like an MNFer, right? Like, will anybody believe this? I don't think anybody can believe this. And that is the issue. The way she's talking and all this, she's stuttering. It seems like she is making something up. And he even mentions, oh, well, now why are you stuttering? Like, why are you stuttering, right? And the reason why she's stuttering is because she's not most likely telling the truth. Because if you're in a situation and you're in that situation, then why can't you come out and just say it without like being a damn human mixtape? All right. So again, Corey Holcomb has a show last night. I wasn't able to catch it, but I did catch this clip from its own site. All right. Shout out to brother Corey. I was asleep. I had engaged in a level of OnlyFansism, so I couldn't make the show. All right. But here is what brother Corey said.
Well, Paul Pierce is more street fortified than any of them seen her talking to on the internet. So he was like, hold on, wait. And he started talking to her like a motherfucker talked to a bitch, and she just hung herself because she didn't have an answer.
You know, the funny part about all this, and I think this is crazy because I watched this interview, I reacted to, but this is the part that I missed. It was like an hour-long interview, and I seen people in my comments, they kept saying like, oh, she's dated a guy that's 9 years younger than her, on and off for 5 years. And I'm like, what? I missed it. I won't lie. And I skimmed through the interview, but I missed that part, okay? But I want to address it now because, you know, people are actually attacking this, and they're saying, wait a minute. 9 years younger than you, off and on for 5 years, and you're giving people relationship advice? Let me tell you something. How can you give relationship advice when you're in a situationship? You're not even in a relationship, you're in a situationship. AKA, that's a nicer word for you're somebody's booty call. On and off for 5 years? So something does sound strange about that. You know what I'm saying? Paul Pierce called her to work. You know what I'm saying? This is what the NBA people, they call NBA players, that's what they call their jump offs, the work. Girls that get passed around. So here you are, Cheyenne Bryant, you're 42 and you're still somebody's booty call. And a man that's 9 years younger than you and probably makes less than you at that. And you have the nerve to give people dating advice? Listen, I don't really give dating advice, but let's keep it real. When it comes to this like high value man, alpha man shit, I embody it. 37, no kids, no baby mamas, no drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm fit and I got clout and I got status. So I think I earned my right to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But even I don't consider this dating advice. It's just what the content that I make is accountability content, holding women accountable because they just be lying like this. Okay? Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. Are you tired of being ignored by women? Well, download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up. It's going to teach you how to master attraction, build unshakable confidence, and win with women without words. Because chances are you're not ugly, you just talk too damn much. So download my free ebook, Be Attractive and Shut Up, and take control of your dating life right now. Now let's get right back to the content.
Created a AI and lied on him, and he ain't never did nothing to her. She created an AI individual, this so-called dude that she say exists. That dude don't exist. Y'all, for all the lames who don't know, that dude don't exist. She had a girl that she used to call her security. That's where her work been. And she ain't gonna talk about it. The streets told me a lot about this girl and I ain't even been talking about it. The girl burned people's clothes and everything. I know about you. I know about you. Want me to tell you why? Because I know a lot of people used to hang out in the strip club. They know you. I told y'all this broad from the strip club. I told y'all. But everybody want to act like the big bad black man is talking crazy. In fact, I want to bring up the most awkward thing I went through was when I was at the radio in Atlanta. I was up there with this dude, I think his name was Ryan Cameron. He was caking for this broad so bad. And I tried to be nice because he's not qualified to talk to real people.
Right.
The man act like I was dogging the broad out, and I'm like, you don't even know this bitch got a history on the internet because she erased it. You don't see her coming up in school and doing all that. Lames don't think like that. You don't see back how she used to move. She erased it. She's an extortionist. She extort weak niggas for a living while some put.
So in this instance, he's saying, listen, all of that stuff, you talking about having a man, because again, she's been with the guy on and off. She's spinning the block on the guy. He's 9 years younger, all of this. And it kind of story didn't make sense. And because really, if you're a relationship expert, and this is what got me, I did a reaction video to her. If you've been in a relationship, okay, and you say your mate is insecure, this is what she said. She would tell somebody else to move on. As a relationship expert, 100%. She would never tell somebody else to stay in a relationship for 9 years on and off, or 5 years. She met him 9 years ago. They've been in a relationship 5 years ago. And to stay in a relationship waiting for somebody to come back, okay? She would tell you to go move on to somebody else. Now,
that is really interesting that and I seen that too. Supposedly, the reason why, because I actually, when I went back and looked at the entire clip, and she did talk about how the reason why she's in a situationship with this guy that's 9 years younger than her is because he's emotionally immature, right? And that he's insecure. And my thoughts are, if you're supposed to be this valuable woman, high value woman, why are you with an insecure man? An emotionally immature man? Like, isn't that like one of the bare minimum? Women say the bare minimum. So Cheyenne Bryant, you don't even got the bare minimum from your guy. You don't got commitment from him. He's not even mature, right? And so that raises a lot of red flags. Now, I think it's funny that Corey Holcomb called her boyfriend an AI boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? It's like Cheyenne Bryant's dating ChatGPT. She's dating ChatGPT, yo. And I want to address the fact that supposedly she was dating her security, which was a female. This is getting spicy. She was dating her security. Also, she burned people's clothes. Who clothes she burning? Yo. And she was a stripper. She was selling punani. Yo. Cheyenne Bryant, you got to come to the front of the congregation. We got to talk to you. This ain't looking good. And I got to keep it real. Look. I understand that this is the entertainment space. We do things for entertainment. I get it. But the one thing you can't do, even though it's just entertainment, you can't be inauthentic. You could exaggerate who you are a little bit, right? But you can't exaggerate to it's like it's inauthentic, where it's not real. I won't lie. I get on here and I talk my ish. I do. It's what I get paid to do. It's my job, right? But I am who I say I am. When I say I done this, I done that. When I say I did this, I did that. I don't got no kids hiding. I'm like, oh, I got a kid, but I'm just pretending. No. I don't got no baby mamas. No. Never been married. No, I'm not lying. And that's the standard you got to hold yourself to in this environment. It's weird because I won't lie, YouTube, content creation, it's kind of like we're making our own reality shows, right? This is our own television show. I know a lot of people watch me on television. Like 40% of my viewership is on TV, which is wild because I never thought I'd be a TV star. But even though I'm portraying a character, right? I still am that character. It's just a shallow point of me, right? It's just a small part about me. It ain't the whole story about me. It's a small part about me. Cheyenne Bryant, the character you're portraying, is not even you. The boyfriend you said you had doesn't even exist. So you lost all credibility. We found out we can't even figure out where you got your doctorate from. So everything is just a complete lie. And YouTube said they don't like that. YouTube's trying to get rid of people who was inauthentic. So look, and shout out to everyone that thought I was going to lose my channel because of July 15th. You guys are dumb. Y'all hating on me. I want to see my downfall, but I'm going to keep winning. Okay? Because they like content like this. Commentary content. They like commentary content. They like reaction videos. But I want to say this, though. For all the women that got bamboozled following Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, this is why if you're going to take dating advice or even listen to dating information, go to the men. I know a lot of people think the manosphere is so toxic. That's BS. What y'all see from these feminists and these communists, because that's what they really are. I'm going to start calling them femcom. They're feminine communists. These femcoms, they're selling you a bunch of lies. They lie about their life. What they're telling you is a lie. Everything's a lie. And you try to, wait till you're 42. In my 40s is the best time to have a kid. And I waited, and when I have a kid, I'm going to be faithful. I'm not going to leave my husband. You're not even married. You're in a situation. What are you talking about? You're not going to leave your husband. You're not married. You're not even getting married. And now we find out you're in a relationship with ChatGPT? You can't make this up.
Cheyenne Bryant, we're going to be honest, she is a looker. She is attractive. She's not unattractive, okay? So why would she stick with that? It could only be one or two reasons. She's a hypocrite, okay? Which means that she says one thing and does something else. Or she's what Corey has alleged. And what Corey has been alleging, and I forgot about it until he mentioned it, was that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant she's gay. Are you living a bisexual lifestyle? Like the people that you really like, you've scrapped your image away from social media. But remember, Corey Holcomb did a podcast with her like 10 or 15 years ago. And like I said, when she was not even known and not even famous, according to Corey Holcomb, you were sleeping with a woman. So you made up a whole AI dude. And this is why, as I get older, when I hear stuff like what Paul Pierce was saying to her, I was like, oh, okay. All right. Damn, man, she's not making a lot of sense. Same thing with Kendra G. When I hear her talk, she's not making a lot of sense. When I hear Cheyenne Bryant talk, and this is not to say that women can't make sense. I don't want anybody to say that because clearly you have women that make sense and you have, women that don't, right? But this is what I don't do anymore. I refuse to let that stuff bother me like it used to. I used to really get triggered. Like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? Like, seriously, like maybe right before or the time, even when Kevin Samuels was bringing out, like, what is he talking about? Like, are you serious? Like, we would literally I would be on live streams. I've never been the kind of person that really attacked women on live streams or individually. That's not my style, but I would listen, but I would be like, what are they talking about? They're not making no sense. And now I'm to the point where, girl, I ain't got, listen, I'm gonna take my ass on. I don't even have time. I call my mama and I tell her, listen, what's wrong with y'all? And my mom said, I never thought about it that way. And my mom in her 70s, she don't make no sense. You right. I'm like, see what I'm talking about? And this is what I'm trying to say. These women like Cheyenne Bryant will be saying one thing, doing something completely else, making up the whole stuff, trying to hold somebody accountable. We as men like to get mad about it and get upset. I was one of them, like, at least getting triggered a little bit. Cause like, what are you talking about? Bro, don't listen to that. Don't even listen to it. Don't even listen to it. I go right to self-capitalization. And the same one that be talking like Cheyenne Bryant should be the same one hitting you up for $25. Can you help me? Yeah, I can help you come over. You already know what happens from there. You go from self-capitalization to dualistic capitalization. That's why I don't listen to what they be saying no more. And again,
I don't know what he means by this capitalization stuff. He said she's attractive. I don't consider Cheyenne Bryant attractive. I'm gonna tell you why. My rating scale, when I judge a woman, I give her two ratings: a rating for her face, a rating for her body. Okay. Cheyenne Bryant's face. Let's say if we gave her a 6 at best. Let's say she gave her a 6. Let's say we're kind. We gave her a 7, which is 7 doesn't exist. So let's say we'll be so generous. We'll give her an 8. Let's just say that. And I'm gonna demonstrate this here. Let's say we give her an 8. Okay. That's her face score. Her body score now. Her body. You look at her body. Arms are very chubby. Arms are very fat. She's aging like the average woman. Right? And there's a lot of women that are her age that are actually aging better than her body-wise, right? Like Melissa Ford's aging way better than her, okay? Look at even people that are older than her. Megan Good, okay? So she can't be above average for that. So she's technically below average in her age bracket with the resources and the access she has to. So let's say she's a 3 in the body. Let's just say she's a 3 in the body, right? 3 in the body. I take the two numbers, I add it to each other, and I divide it by 2. 3 plus 8 equals 11. 11 divided by 2 is 5.5. So for me, she's average. Now, has she had a great body that was like a 7 as well or another 8 as well, then she would be clean above average. But she's average, okay? I'm just trying to show you my rating scale. And on top of that, a lot of women try to say, oh, it's misogyny, men hate women. But now we have proof that Cheyenne Bryant actually is a lesbian, so that actually means she doesn't like men, or we could even say it better than this. She hates men so much that she'd rather be with a woman. And then she turns around talking about God this, God that. How you talking about all this God stuff when you laying with a woman? Let's keep it real. That's an abomination. Let's just keep it a stack. You know what I'm saying? The way I view these type of things is that you can't judge a woman by what she says. You must judge her by what she does. 100%. Women will say anything. They'll say anything. This is what I've learned, and this is why I wrote my book, Be Attractive and Shut Up, to kind of help you guys figure out some of the most issues that a lot of men have with women. They try to reason with women. You can't reason with someone that's willing to lie about anything. You can't reason with someone like that. You can't reason with a liar. You can't. So now my new frame of work, my new frame set when it comes to dealing with women, my new mindset when it comes to dealing with women is just have fun. Have fun. Stop trying to have serious conversations. The reason why we try to have serious conversations with a lot of these women, and then we get them just lying to us the way Cheyenne Bryant has, is because when a woman talks, her objective when talking is to feel good. A lot of women don't feel good about the truth, so what do? They lie. Because the objective is not to be honest, not to be authentic, not to be a woman of her word, which is not even a phrase that exists for obvious reasons. The purpose, the objective of them communicating is to feel good. So when you talk to a girl, never try to rationalize with her. Never try to debate her. A lot of people say never argue with a woman. I used to think that the reason why you don't argue with a woman because she's always going to win. She can't yield to you. She can't concede to you. But what I've realized is the reason why you don't argue with a woman is because a woman's goal for communication is always to feel good. Always. And if you're arguing with her, the thing that's going to make her feel good about arguing with you is defeating you in an argument. And whether she's actually right or wrong, her job is to defeat you no matter what, because she'll feel better that, oh, she told you, I told him a thing or two. So just don't even get into the arguments. Have fun with girls. I went on a date with a girl today. I'm going to keep it G with you. Easy date. I went to Amazon, bought a basketball. I got a basketball court, you know what I'm saying? And walking distance from my house, we played basketball, had fun. Any serious conversation? Nope. Right? Talk a little bit about stuff. I told him I'm a YouTuber, blah, blah. I don't give away my channel this early on because it was the first date. But we just have fun. And I thought, this is actually pretty easy. Just sit back, talk to girls, just have fun. It's easy. Right? Because girls, they're wired to just enjoy themselves. They're wired for that. They don't care about the serious ramifications for stuff. Think about J. Cole's lights, please, turn off the lights. He was talking about how he's trying to tell a girl about the world and who we truly are. And he was like, all she wants me to do is unbuckle her jeans. All girls want to do is spend time with you to have a good time. So you have to understand, because their objective is just to enjoy themselves, they're capable of saying anything. So Cheyenne Bryant, she's a disgrace. Because there are some genuine women out there. There are some women out there who could really talk about this dating and relationship stuff. But she only became Dr. Cheyenne Bryant to make herself feel good, to exalt herself, to put herself on a pedestal. It's not because she actually deserved it, right? Not because she actually deserved it at all. Like, this is like a person who qualifies for the Special Olympics being in the Olympics. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. And I'm glad that she's getting backlash. And you know what? Serves her right. Serves her right, because you're coming into a place, you're pointing your finger, you're criticizing this person, you're criticizing that person, but you didn't realize that you had a closet full of skeletons and not everything's getting exposed. So do I believe that Cheyenne Bryant has ChatGPT for a boyfriend? Yes. Do I believe that she probably selling punani? Yes. Do I believe she's probably selling punani to women? Yes. Do I believe she's probably burning clothes of women who are jealous, or she's jealous of them? Yes. And I look at O'Shea do Jackson shots at him for making a video. But I look at O'Shea and O'Shea, you know, for him, this might be the height of beauty for a girl that he thinks he could get. Because realistically, a lot of men, if they're not attractive enough, or they never got that kind of like genuine desire from a girl, girls complimenting them, calling them beautiful, they always feel like these girls could sun them. And I'm here to tell you something, man. If you're a guy, I don't care if you're fat, I don't care if you're out of shape, I don't care if you're ugly in the face, you're not worth less than a girl who lies about who she is and she expired from the dating market. Never let a girl that looks like this, with auntie arms and bingo wings, convince you ain't shit because you don't got money. Never let it. You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with a girl in her prime, you know what I'm saying, 18 to 28, 18 to 27, fair enough. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't say a word to that girl. But if you're dealing with a girl like this, and that's how they get you. They try to manipulate you, and they try to extort you because you're weak. Don't fall for it. Cheyenne Bryant, you should feel ashamed of yourself. I'm glad you're getting exposed. Your man ain't real. Your hair ain't real. You a walking lie. You a walking lie. Like I said, in the entertainment field, I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of people, they're not who they portray themselves to be. But at least they're close, right? Diddy, you know, as an example, I'm going to just go to a man real quick. Diddy, you know what I'm saying? He comes off like, yo, playboy this, playboy this. He comes off like he just gets all these girls. But realistically, he love hard. He a lover boy. He stalk his own girls. He get mad. The reason why he beat up Cassie because he really loved her. Y'all, oh, he's abusive. He loved that girl. He was frustrated, mad at her. That ain't pimp. That ain't player, right? But he's portraying somebody that deep down inside, he really a lover boy. And a lot of these, I'm gonna keep it real, a lot of these celebs, deep down inside, they're not who they portray to be. They say they're one way and they're another way. You know, shout out to Diddy. I still respect Diddy. I think he's one of the kings of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. We can get to that. You know what I'm saying? That's another story. But I'm saying this to say that, you know, never believe people just because they say they're one way. Always look for receipts. Always look for receipts. Always look how they move. Always look how they carry themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes their words can give it away, especially women. Women just be lying. But when it comes to just like judging a lot of these things in general, understand it's entertainment and people trying to get paid. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Take all this shit with a grain of salt. Anyway, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Channel blowing up. I appreciate you guys. Check out some of my other videos. And I'll see y'all over there.